Alright, so here we are at Cagle Park. We just got here. Joey had to leave to get some ice. So I'm prepping the tent, and it's going to be right there. Here's all of our gear, a little spot here. Thinking about setting the tent up here. I might do it in that area there. So stay tuned, and in a second you'll see what my decision will be. Alright, so this is our final resting spot for the tent, and in a few minutes you will see Joey and I erecting the tent. That should be a fun project to watch. Constance, you already know what that looks like. So Joey's going to get ice, and it is about 3:30, and I'm just waiting on Joey. Alright, this is our fire pit, and I think I'm going to go ahead and get that little fire going, just see how it works, and just hang tight and I'll get that going and show you what it looks like when I'm done. Alright, so I got my little bed laid down so it's not sitting on the concrete, and I got this little platform to put my pot on and cook with, and right there is something I purchased from HEB called little fire starters. They're like matches, and you can see there is where my ignition point's going to be, and I will put my tinder here on top, and the fire will ignite. We're using Strike-A-Fire by Diamond. Great little things. It's got a little match head. You got a striker surface right there like a match, but I'm just going to use a lighter. It's easier. Called Fire or Strike-A-Fire. So gonna set my tinder here, so, and take my lighter, strike it. This should get us. Now this should burn, and it'll start catching and have a fire, and we should be good to go. Now this is pine, so it's going to burn nice and hot. And then of course my pot will sit here for cooking. Good so far. Looks like it's going pretty good. That'll burn really hot, and got some more tinder there, and we'll get this little bad boy going. Stay tuned, I'll show you the finished results. Alright, fire's looking good. Still waiting on Joey. It's approaching 3:45 here on Sunday the 26th of Memorial Weekend. Ready to start cooking. Got some sausage links we'll throw on there. That platform, piece of wood right there, will work great to put my pot on. I'm going to gather some more wood, and we'll come back and go from there. Alright, so Joey's got the extension cord, and we're going to set up our mattresses, blow those up so we have something to relax in. And when that's done, we'll come back and show you the finished results. Stay tuned. So we got the mattresses blown up. Take a look at that inside of our luxury tent setup here. Here's mine. Here's Joey's. So we are good to go. Now, not sure what we're going to do next, but we might eat, we may not. We might do some more setting up, get ourselves a cold beer, kind of relax, maybe go fishing. It's about 4:30. We got about 4 more hours of daylight. And we'll just go from there, folks. Stay tuned. Alright, so this is just an idea of some of the gear we got for cooking. I know we're only here for one night, but here we got our little pot that we keep the coffee in. This is just my Banggood lantern, 19 LED for nighttime. We've got the Zebra 14 centimeter cook pot, the jet boil, a Stanley cup, and then there's my good old French press for the coffee. Because Joey wants coffee in the morning. So I'm going to cook up some Dirty Moore hearty meals, and we're going to cook that inside of our Zebra. You smell it? It's like dog food. I'm sure it tastes good. I haven't eaten all day. I probably should have rinsed this thing out, but whatever. There we go. Now, when it's done cooking, you can eat out of this. This came with it. It kind of nests in there. Simple little doohickey. We're going to carry this and probably going to add a little bit of water to it. Let's do that now. Adding water will kind of help keep it from burning, like almost a little soup, just to give it some thick, soup-like content. Perfect. Now let's move this to the fire. Get this bad boy cooking. Alright, so I'm going to put this thing that was here, dude. It's really convenient.
Upside down.
That don't matter.
Yeah, it does.
Shut up. Well, that should get going here. There we go. Now these things will melt off. Everybody says you just take them off. They're useless because once you put them on there, they just melt right off.
What do they do?
It's supposed to, when you close it, when you have it upright, it locks the lid on. That should cook up really good.
Like that, you're going to get a ton of soot on it. That stuff is a bitch to get off your hands. I'll tell you, fair warning, if you get soot, try and keep it off your skin because it gets on there and it doesn't want to come off easy. Even with soap and water, it's a pain to get on. Yeah,
That's how I do it.
It's just nasty. There's no easy way to get rid of it. Huh? Yeah. Well, there's a lot of surface area, a lot of little stuff you put in there. So it flares up with the little stuff right now, and then you'll see it die off. But it'll still, some of the medium, the bigger stuff will hold a fire, hold some warmth to it. It's probably already ready. It's so damn hot.
Leave it off to the side. inside is still cooked without being directly on it. Looks like it got burnt a little bit. Supposed to kind of wait a little bit before I put it on too soon. I'll sit it down here for a second.
You mean too soon because it's too hot?
Yeah. Usually you wait for it to go down a little bit, then you put your pot on so you don't.
I'm just freaking hungry, dude. Cook that shit.
Lesson number 1. Don't put your pot on too soon. You'll burn your hand off.
Lesson number 2, don't burn your hand off.
Kind of radiate the heat on it. Yeah, because that way you can get in there and stir without burning your face off. I think we're ready. It's boiling. I'm going to carry it over there and order my pot in case. Gotta get all those juicy carrots. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Woo, hot. Chunky meat. Woke up at 8 o'clock this morning. Tried to eat some eggs, couldn't do it. It's now 4:30. Couldn't eat. Now I'm eating for the first time today. Tell you what, this shit is good. Oh yeah. Good old campfire. Let's hit that same button to stop it. Shit's hot. Whew. Gotta eat this shit slow when you're hungry, man. Want to scarf this shit down. I think after this we'll get cleaned up, head down to the lake and see if we can catch some fish or some shit.
It's a long story.
Just tell us the story about how you went to go get ice. Well, I eat my meal.
So we left here. Well, first to get all the way here, we find out we have no ice. I leave here. Get stuck behind slow movers for like 10 miles. And then finally get on the freeway to go back a few exits. I see an accident on the other side of the freeway. I'm like, oh. It's hard to tell if it's a major accident or not, but they definitely shut down the freeway a little bit. Pretty good. It must have just happened too, because it was only backed up maybe 200 yards. And then get past that, pull over, look at the map, see where it's at, see how to get back. When I get back, I don't want to get stuck in that. Then I get back on the road, pull over, about three exits up to a Valero. I think it's Valero. No ice.
How many people were in the line?
What line?
You said there was like a bunch of people in there being waited on before you can get
No,
your
no,
ice?
no. This is the first gas station. You're talking about the second one. The
No.
first one, the lady
You
said,
go to 2?
because when she told me she had no ice, she's like, "You look disappointed." I was like, "Well, yeah. You can't find ice or something?" I'm like, "No, I just really wanted ice. Now I got to go somewhere else to get it. I just really needed ice. I know I'm gonna get it somewhere. It's just like I wanted it now, not 20 minutes from now." So I get back in the truck, go down the road, keep going. I think I went about 1 or 2 more exits. There was a Love's. And that place was busy because Memorial Weekend, you know. Go in, waiting in line about 5 minutes because there's everybody and their mother's there. Finally get to the front. The guy in front of me got 6 bags of ice. So I'm like, okay, well, he got ice, and they must have ice. She didn't tell him no. That's a good sign. There's some hope. And I finally get, he goes back, and I was like, yeah, I need 3 bags. She goes, yeah, they're in the back. I go back there, they're gone. I saw the other guy, he got like maybe 2 bags. So there was a couple bags in there, and he got to them first. I go, oh, that's great. And he tells her on the way out too, because he needed more ice. He paid for it. So she already knows. So she finishes up some of the customers she was with, and then she goes and gets the ice. And I wait for about a minute. She comes back. There's no ice. I got to bag some. Okay. So she leaves. She goes back behind the Subways. It's a Subway and a Love's inside of each other. She goes behind the Subway thing. She's taking about 4 or 5 minutes. And the other lady that was on the register walked by me. I said, you mind, is it okay if I go back there and help her? Maybe try and speed up the process. And she was an old lady. Maybe she needs some help, I don't want her lugging these big old bags of ice. No. But keeps walking. Whatever then. So, maybe a minute after that, maybe 2 minutes, she comes out with the 3 bags. Finally get my 3 bags. So now I'm on the road back. I'm thinking, okay, am I going to hit that traffic accident, right? So I'm scanning as far down the road as I can to see if it's backed up. Because earlier when I had pulled over, I saw that there was a pretty good cut through.
Yeah. That spilled out my suitcase. That was full. Somehow the lid.
Oh, so your suitcase is flammable. It's like it's smoldering or something.
Would you like that?
I did, yeah. What the fuck? What?
Look, I lit my candle. All right, go ahead.
What's wrong with that?
All right, finish your story. I'll have to edit that out.
So I saw a exit was like Shepherd Hill or something. I was like, okay, well that's the last exit I can exit and get back here decently without hitting that accident. If it's backed up to that exit, or I can see that it's backed up, I'll hit that exit. I'm coming up to the exit and I'm like, I can't see it. Everything's moving. So I'm thinking, okay, well maybe they cleared it, because when I drove by, it didn't look that bad. And maybe everybody's moving. So, nope. Sure enough, no. I go past the exit about another mile, and there's the accident. I'm backed up into it. And I'm behind a truck, so I can't see anything around me. But I do see a patch of grass on the median I could cut through, and I know I have maps on my phone and stuff, so I know the cut through is real easy. It's a good one too. All I got to do is dip off of about 20 feet worth of earth, and it's not that easy either. It's a little bit of a dip, a little off-road, pretty good, a good medium off-road. And so I'm like, I'm sitting there for about maybe 5-10 minutes, and I finally say, fuck this shit. I'm just so frustrated. I want to get back here. I'm tired of being in a damn truck. I'm like, give me a ticket. I don't care. Other people had already done it, and I was waiting to see if a cop would come and pull them over, and nobody did. So I was like, all right, I'm going for it. And sure enough, I saw that I finally got to the spot where the other people ahead of me, they were coming through, and I go through there. I figured it was safe as far as smoother. And it was a little bit smoother than where it was before, because before it was like a 3-foot dip. Pretty bad. I go through, I come back in, and I go through another off-road patch. This one was bigger and longer, maybe 50 feet. And so I take that and I come back in, and then that takes me to the road here, and I come down the road, and sure enough, I get stuck behind another slowpoke. Ride him all the way here. All in all, it took about an hour to go get ice. And that's my story. That's my camp story.
Whoa.
Intense, huh?
Very. Up to the top to the cold one.
I would get to see and be like, oh, we just want to go sit out in the woods behind the beer. What? Like what? asked me to dig in my pocket.
Pretty much.
Side pockets. Totally should have brought that fan.
Why'd you have?
Yeah.
It's so annoying.
You know my little tower fan I keep on the tool there? It's the only fan I got. Yeah, that would be nice. Learned. I
There's a
say,
little-
if we catch fish, we have to eat it.
There's a microphone I want to get for this. It's one of those desktop microphones. It's got the big fat head that you put it on your desk, kind of like you see with David Letterman. It's like $30, but it comes with a 20-foot cord. It's like a little miniature 8-inch tall tripod. You set it on the desk when you're talking to it, like you're doing videos. It'd be cool to sit right here while we're talking and it records the audio from far away.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe we could practice how to fillet a fish.
It's gonna be a long fucking night. I got a knife rod, brought a knife rod to help me slay.
Yeah, my pops was that. I can get it.
Take a swig of that shit, knock you right the fuck out.
This one's already burnt.
We'll just take one rod. That little red backpack you got, is it full?
That one's not. My black one doesn't have much of it. A bunch of lines.
I'll throw the tackle in there. We'll take one rod so we'll walk over there.
I usually just grab my rod with the tackle box, straight, with a bottle of water. We could bring the chairs if you want to sit down when we get there. Push chair over your shoulder. Have a little shoulder strap. I don't know what's over there though. We can just go walk this time. You know, it's already getting kind of late anyway.
Yeah. 2 hours of life. We'll drive over there, take the chairs and just go over there.
It's quiet. You said they were little red things? What are they called?
Ticks. You found one?
A little red thing.
Yeah, they're ticks.
What happens if they get you?
Well, they can become itchy, irritated bites. Putting on the
Yeah, I already got a few crawling on me.
we'll have to spray our mattresses down with off before we fall asleep on them. In case they're already on there.
Yeah, we need to zip this sucker up too before it gets twilight. Shit starts coming out. There's one little fucker making a home in here. A couple flies already. I'm not worried about the flies as much as that big fucking ant flying around in here.
Fire's stoking a little bit. Come back later. Those ambers should be still hot. Make another fire. We can cook up some sausage later. Stay tuned. Take a look at the lake here. Joey.
I saw some guys way down there. I think they're out there somewhere.
You probably have to walk.
See your way down there fishing?
Yeah. I wonder if there's a way over there. So we're on the Ho Chi Minh Trail. Actually, I don't know what it's called. Just going down this trail trying to find a fishing spot. Joey's ahead of me there. Let's see what we can catch. If we can catch anything. A couple guys back there said they weren't catching anything. We got to get access to the shore. Stay tuned. We'll see what happens. See if we can get in there. Turn the camera off for a second. Let's try that out. Keep an eye out for snakes. Yeah, the casting is too far. It's not really comfortable here. Giant pine trees. You've been scouting, seeing rabbits everywhere.
That's a big one over there.
Yeah, that's at least 2 feet thick. Sam Houston National.
All over here.
Try and get some more fatwood. We got plenty so far. Oh, there's a good fatwood tree right there.
What are you looking at, dude?
Caterpillar.
Huh?
Caterpillar. Cooking some breakfast sausage. Excuse me? Am I what?
Your eggs.
I already ate them all. Talking about the crumbs?
No, I'm talking about the eggs right here. You call them crumbs, they're called eggs. These are cold eggs.
Still cooking some more sausage. It's A-okay.